Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Super excited to have you stop by today, and you are not confused. We are going to chat all things Christmas, the upcoming holiday season. I've got a lot to share with you. I asked you guys over on Instagram what Christmas related videos you wanted to see from me, and so today I'm covering a lot of those bases in one video versus doing individual videos. So if you feel like listening to me chat about Christmas, from budgeting to the system we use for gift buying to an announcement that I have for you guys, all the things, we're gonna cover it all. And I wanna thank Skillshare for partnering with me on this portion of today's video. So before I get into all of the Christmas chatter, I wanna tell you guys about Skillshare. I've shared with you about them so many times in the past, but I took such a fun class on Skillshare this month. The class I took was from Michael Phillips, and it was called From Plant to Cup. Brewing an amazing cup of coffee. You guys know I love my coffee, and it's more than just like a drink that I enjoy. It's a whole experience. It's just a part of what I enjoy. I love coffee tasting. I love sampling coffee. I love trying different things. And so he has an 11-part class, and I know you're thinking 11 parts about coffee. There's a lot that goes into it, from growing your own beans, which how cool would that be, to brewing your cup correctly, to tasting different varieties of coffee. It's a learned skill. So he covers all the things coffee, and I just really enjoyed learning a little bit more about something that I enjoy so much. And you can find all of those types of classes on Skillshare. If you've never heard of them before, Skillshare is an online teaching platform where they have classes on anything you can imagine. And they're very structured and very informational, so it's more of a teaching feel versus someone's opinion, which I really enjoy. So you can find topics on there ranging from photography to business, to starting an Etsy shop, to drawing, hand lettering, keeping plants alive, organizing, productivity. I mean, everything on Skillshare. So be sure to check out the link down in my description box. You guys can get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free, and you can go and enjoy yourself and make that a part of your self-care routine, just to learn about something you wouldn't ordinarily think about and just broaden your spectrum of creativity or knowledge. So thank you so much to Skillshare. So now let's get into all of the Christmas chatter. So the first thing I want to touch on in this video that I have been asked is, am I going to be doing Vlogmas again? I did Vlogmas for the very first time last year, and although I had a lot of fun with you guys, and I really worked my booty off in November to be able to produce one video a day leading up to Christmas, it just was a lot more work. A lot more work than I thought it was going to be. And although I enjoyed the daily interaction with you guys on my channel, speaking from, and I know you guys will hear my heart on this, speaking from a mom, I still have 4 kids at home, I still have a family, I still have a husband, like, my time trade-off for what I do in my work life has to it has to balance out in some way, and it just really didn't work out that well for me in that aspect. And it was a lot more time consuming than I thought it was going to be, and it was a much bigger focus of mine on the day-to-day than I thought it was going to be. I still had a wonderful Christmas last year with my family, don't get me wrong, and I still felt like I celebrated and enjoyed the season, but it was an added task to that time, and like I said, it didn't really balance out on the other end of things for what my goals are as a mom, and also my goals here on my channel. So this year, I'm sure you can tell, I've decided not to do Vlogmas, but that does not mean that I am not going to be sharing fun holiday videos with you guys. I really love Christmas time. I think everyone does, and I really love sharing with you guys Christmas type of videos because it's a bit of different content than I usually put out throughout all the year. So it gives me like a little creative recharge because I might share some different things. And so there will probably be more videos than usual on my channel, so you can look forward to that and spend some time with me. I will be making a playlist. So all of the holiday videos starting with this one will be on that playlist. So if you get busy or you're traveling or whatever you might be doing and then you want to come back and you're wrapping gifts late at night and you want to hang out with me, you can come to this playlist and find lots of Christmas type videos. So that is my plan. So I probably will have more videos than usual, and there will be Christmas content on my channel, but I'm just not going to commit to doing Vlogmas. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Another thing that really was asked a ton was about how we budget for Christmas. So rather than making a whole video on that, I figure I would just touch on that in this video. So I've shared in years past with you guys that we use the something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. And I have added on to that category something to make. And then my kids also receive a gift from Santa. So that is the way that we do it. I do not budget monetarily, meaning I don't say, you know, our budget for our kids is this amount of money. We don't do it that way. We really just stick to that kind of categories, and whatever it fills in is what it fills in. I have been keeping track of where we're at because yes, I have already started my Christmas shopping. I am in fact almost all the way done with my immediate children. So yeah, I started way back, way back, actually in like summertime, and I would just pick up one random thing, you know, every week or every 2 weeks. And now here we are entering into Christmas and I am practically done. I still like to leave some gift shopping for the actual Christmas season for like our relatives and different family members that we get gifts for, my nieces and nephews, because it is fun to go Christmas shopping during the holidays. I think it's fun anyway. This year will obviously be different than any other year before with the mask situation and all of that. But I'm not going to allow that to steal my joy. So that's how we budget. And then for our extended family members, so we don't buy like cousins and second aunts and great uncles and all of that. We really stick to kind of immediate extended family, meaning like my husband and I's brothers and sisters and our nieces and nephews, and then my husband's parents. And really that's it. And then we do like coaches, like my kids' coaches. We do gifts, little gifts for, we do like our neighbors, little gifts there. And that's pretty much it. So for those people, we do try to set a budget per person, and it's usually in the ballpark of $30 to $50. So that's where we try to stay. And like if it's a couple that we're buying like a couple's gift for, then we might do $100 because, you know, 50 and 50. So that's what we feel comfortable with. And that's the way we budget. Jake and I have not decided this year if we're going to do gifts for each other. Every year we kind of debate back and forth whether there's really even anything. My husband's, though, his love language, when we took the love language test, was gift receiving. So gifts are important to him, and I know that he doesn't like the feeling of me giving him gifts if he's not given me gifts, and so it's kind of a thing every year. But I've told him, you know, I got my Peloton exercise bike, and that is like far exceeding the amount of gifts that he would ever spend. So I feel like I'm okay, but we probably will end up getting each other a few small things. But yeah, so that's the way we budget. I wanted to touch on that in this video. Now, next up, what I have to share with you guys is in relation to some of our Christmas traditions. And you guys asked, what are our family's Christmas traditions? So I'm going to give those to you after I share this. So something that we always do as a part of Christmas is give back in some way. Many ways, a couple of ways. We always look for additional opportunities to be a blessing and fill a need during the Christmas time. Now, that's not to say we don't do this all year round, because we do give back in many ways throughout the year, but Christmas does lend itself to more opportunities to step into a need for a family, or for the foster care system, or the Christmas Tree Angels, or Operation Christmas Child with the shoe boxes, or there's just so many different ways. Now this year, obviously with everything going on, I feel like some of those opportunities might not be available, things that we have usually done in the past. So it got my wheels spinning of how am I going to give back this year at Christmas. And so Jake and I, on one of our road trips that we were taking with our RV, we started discussing what could we do this year. We feel like we've been tremendously blessed this year, and I know a lot of families out there have been struggling financially because of COVID and the shutdown and everything like that. And so immediately what came to mind was you guys, my friends here online. Now, if you're following me on Instagram, I already did share this over there, but this is the first and the only time I'm going to mention it here on my channel. And the reason why it's in a video, not like a title, I'm giving away a whole Christmas, you know, I didn't make a video about it for a lot of reasons. And I didn't put it in the title of this video for a lot of reasons. Because what I really want to do is I want to bless one of you guys who spends time with me here in my normal videos. I didn't want to draw any attention to my channel. This wasn't about getting more subscribers. If you post that, you're gonna get people subscribing to your channel. Like, I didn't want to do that. So I'm dropping it in this video that Jake and I and my kids, we have decided this year that we want to bless one of your families with taking care of your entire Christmas for you. Now, of course, you can't, you know, there are limits. There are limits. I can't spend $10,000. I would love to do that, but I can't do that. But we really want to bless one of you guys, because I know that this year financially has been hard for a lot of people being out of work. And sometimes I feel led to go outside, you know, the US and do different things for overseas. And that will definitely be a part of something else we do. But I really felt led this year to just bless someone who is right in front of me. And not meaning like directly geographically in front of me, but just someone who is not far away. I felt really led. So that's what we're going to do. So I am going to have my email address in the description box of this video. If you are someone who has suffered this year due to COVID, due to job loss, due to having to move, or just anything really this year, if it's been exceptionally tough for you and you would feel relieved at knowing that your kids are going to have Christmas gifts on Christmas morning, please email me your story. And whatever you're comfortable with sharing, include it, whether that's pictures, whether it's no pictures, however much detail or little detail you feel. We as a family are going to pray over those emails. We've set aside time on the calendar where I'm going to sit down and read them all to my children and my family. And we're going to pray over them, and we are all going to decide together where we feel led to give. Now, please include your Instagram handle on your email. And if you do not have Instagram, please specify that in the email. We are going to choose someone this week from the time that you guys are seeing this, because I want to make sure that you receive all of your gifts in time for Christmas and you do not have to wonder if they're coming or if they're going to get lost in the mail or whatever it might be. So the way it's going to work is once we make a selection on the family we feel led to take care of Christmas for this year, I'm going to ask you to create an Amazon wish list within reason, of course. And we are going to just purchase everything off of your Amazon wish list and have it sent to you directly. So that is what we are going to do. That is one of the ways we are going to be giving back this year at Christmas, and that is a tradition that is a part of our every year. It's just a part of the way we celebrate. We always look for some way to give back to others. So that's the way we've chosen to do it this year. So if that's you and you're instantly feeling like, oh my gosh, then please email me. I would love to be able to do it for everyone. We obviously cannot do that, but we're just trying to be as generous as we can with what we've been given. And so I'm excited to hear from you if you're watching this and you're someone who feels that you would really just be blessed by that. Please email me. So now, getting into our other Christmas traditions, I wanted to share with you guys these things. Now, everyone who's been around my channel for a while knows that we are Christian, and the reason we celebrate is because of the birth of Jesus. That is hands down the focus of the year. That's the focus of my daily life. That is the focus of the Christmas season. However, there are fun things that are just truly for fun that come around at this time of year, and I don't think that there is anything wrong with enjoying the Christmas time and making memories and loving your family and being generous and doing all those things. There's nothing wrong with that. And I know when I'm going to share the Christmas traditions we have, someone inevitably is going to feel like it's not enough focus on Jesus or, you know, whatever. But rest assured, that is our focus. That is our absolute number one priority, and our kids know that. But we do have fun, and I think that that's okay too. So I wrote down, there's a lot of them, but I wrote down just the things that instantly come to mind. And so I'm gonna go through our Christmas traditions with our family, and maybe it'll give you guys a fun new idea that you can create a tradition into your family. So the first thing that I want to start off with is when we get out the Christmas tree. It has become a tradition that we all put on our matching Christmas pajamas, because yes, I am one of those moms that buys everyone matching Christmas pajamas, and we decorate our tree in our Christmas pajamas, listening to Christmas music and just having a fun family time together. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so that would be our very first Christmas tradition. Another tradition that we have for Christmas is that my kids will do a secret Santa kind of sibling Christmas thing where we put their 4 names in a hat and they draw one. And then my husband will take 2 of the kids and I'll take the other 2, and they will go out and they will purchase a gift for each other in my husband's dime. However, we do have them do additional work in order to be able to buy their sibling a gift. And it is just the most sweet thing ever. I mean, if you've got kids, you understand that sometimes they bicker and sometimes they fight, but they truly do love each other. And this is one of those times where I'm like, oh, that's so thoughtful. Like, they just remember what their sister said or what she saw last time. And it's just really so sweet. And they've already been talking about who they hope they get this year, because they've never been in that combination since we started it. And so anyways, that is a fun tradition that we do, and it's also fun because we kind of make a little afternoon out of it, you know, maybe go and get like a Christmas coffee and or go out to lunch, and then we kind of split up, and they have to keep it a secret, and it's really sweet and really fun. So that is one of our Christmas traditions. Another Christmas tradition that we have is doing an Advent study. Last year I got a book that I'll have linked down below for you guys that I absolutely love and adore. It was our first year using this particular book last year, but we've always done some type of focused Advent study. So this year I'm going to use that book again, because last year my husband had back surgery, if you guys remember, and so it was a little bit of a crazy time. So there were times where we were getting a little behind, and sometimes as far as doing like a daily study of that. And so this year I want to use the same book again, and I want to go through it daily. So that is a tradition of ours. Like I mentioned, we always decide some way to give back. In the past, we've always done the shoebox, the Operation Christmas Child shoe boxes through Samaritan's Purse. We'll do those again. And we always do some type of outreach to the homeless, whether that's contributing food or serving, different ways we've done that. We did the Ronald McDonald House. Last year we brought them cookies that were going in the lunch sacks that were being delivered to the families in the NICU. We've just always tried to do something a little bit extra, and like I said, this year I felt led to do something pretty big for one of you guys out there. So that is a part of our every year Christmas celebration tradition, is giving back. Another thing that we do is we do some local traditional things, and I didn't want to go into detail about this because depending on where you live, this might be different for you, but we have a couple of different Christmas light type places where they do like there's like an Ethel M chocolate factory where they do a ton of lights, and then there's like another thing, and so we've done one of these Christmas light activities every year. This one is actually perfect for the crazy world we're living in because you don't get out of your car. So we definitely do like traditional activities like in our local area with our family, making time to do that. One tradition we do have that is not looking great this year is going to Disneyland, and I am actually super sad about that. So we probably won't make it to Disneyland this year for Christmas, and that actually is really sad to me, but that's okay. We're gonna focus on what we can do, not what we can't do. Another Christmas tradition we have is that on Christmas morning, I make cinnamon rolls, and I set up like a Christmas table with plasticware. It's like geared toward the kids, and have some fruit already cut up so it's easy. So after all the gift opening, we just put everything out there. My kids get chocolate milk, and chocolate milk is like, whoa, so exciting still for my 13-year-old. And so we have a traditional Christmas breakfast that we have every single year and have always had. And the last tradition that I want to share with you guys for this video is that we watch a Christmas movie as a family every Friday night starting from about November until Christmas. And I wanted to give you guys the rundown of some of our favorite Christmas movies. And if you have one that is a must watch or a must see, please comment down below. Also, let me know what your family's Christmas traditions are down in the comments of this video. These are in no particular order, but these are some that we watch every year that we love. Of course, we have Elf, we have the Nutcracker, we have Noel, we have the original Santa Claus with Tim Allen, we have Little Women, we have the old Frosty the Snowman, as well as Charlie Brown. We have the Polar Express, and then one that Jake and I love watching together every year is The Holiday. So those are some of our family's Christmas traditions. Of course, not all of them, but I could sit here for hours. I wanted to touch on the main big ones. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Christmas chit chat. I can't believe we're getting ready to go into Christmas, but I am more than ready for it. And like I said, if you're someone who could use the help of someone taking care of your Christmas for your family, please don't hesitate in emailing me, and then I will contact you privately if we have read through the emails and feel the Lord is directing us to you. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me. Give me a thumbs up before you go. Be sure to check out Skillshare in the description box of this video, and I will see you guys in my video probably pretty soon, and probably about Christmas. Bye guys.